Now, there's a lot of squabble amongst the nutrition world over what diet is the healthiest. But there's one thing that every respectable nutritionist agrees on, and that's real food. So let's start there. Now, there's only one mammal on the, yeah, you like that? There's only one mammal on this planet that has to try to figure out what to eat, and that is this mammal. We have come... We have convoluted and confused things so much that we have trouble telling what's real food. Here's what I tell survivors. I say food that almost never goes bad, almost never goes good. So in order for a food to be shelf stable, many known nutrients need to be removed or destroyed, and an infinite number of nutrients that we have not yet discovered or don't know the importance of also have to be removed or destroyed. I read a statistic that the average American eats 192 pounds of flour and 152 pounds of sugar a year. That's more than half a pound of flour a day and a little less than half a pound of sugar a day. So how long does it take this stuff to go to bad? Could that sit in your pantry for a week? A month? A year? Several years? I'm not saying that it's poison. I'm saying that it's depleted of nutrients. And even if we know all of the nutrients that are needed to survive, it's just arrogant to think that we know all of the nutrients needed to thrive. So let's play a game. I'm going to show you a product, and you tell me if it's a whole food or not. Yeah. You can't leave that on your counter for years. Months? No. Weeks? Maybe the garlic. Okay, how about this? Right? That? Come on, it has healthy whole grains. And it's a good source of calcium and vitamin D. No. All right, this is usually perceived as healthy, but this is not a whole food either. This can stay in your pantry for years. This makes me hungry. When's lunch? All right, so I'm part of a brain injury program, and many survivors are interested in my nutritional practices. And they say, so you don't eat gluten, right? And I say, nope. And they say, so I should find products that say gluten-free. And I say, no. Because most of those foods labeled gluten-free are found right here. And are not whole foods either. Now, a lot of people are concerned with the fat content here. But fat is not the enemy. In fact, 60 to 70% of the dry matter of the human brain is lipid. And most of that is arachidonic acid and DHA, which are both found in saturated and unsaturated animal fats. Now, these naturally occurring fats are found at each synapse between every neuron in your body, and they facilitate the transfer of neurotransmitters. And now, I know that unsolicited nutritional perspectives, especially those that go against what someone has been led to believe, are very rarely well received. So I'm just going to tell you my perspective. I cannot believe that saturated animal fats, the ones that humans have been eating for hundreds of thousands of years, are suddenly the cause of heart disease and diabetes. My brain craves fat. What about cholesterol? Well, cholesterol is a component of the lipid bilayer of every single animal cell. In fact, every single animal cell produces its own cholesterol. Some make more than others. Yet, some have declared war on cholesterol. Seems kind of silly to me, declaring war on something that every cell in your body produces. Now, like DHA and arachidonic acid, it's found at the synapse between each neuron in the body and brain. And it's important for digestive enzymes like bile salts, and it's the precursor to steroid hormones, which are your sex hormones like testosterone and estrogen. Those are pretty important too. So here's the layout of a small grocery store, and as a general rule, foods found right here are not whole foods, even at Whole Foods. I like Whole Foods, but yeah, they have lots of foods that are not Whole Foods. And this isn't really grocery related, but I wanted to ask you, what is that? It's a McDonald's cheeseburger. Not a cheeseburger. I don't even think they're that related. And when that picture was taken, listen to this. When that picture was taken, that thing is a year old. And there is not a speck of mold on it. Not a bug eating it. Don't get me wrong, I'll eat something like that every once in a while, but I don't kid myself. If a bug doesn't think it's food, I don't think it's food either. So an injured brain or diseased brain needs supplies, and this is not supplies.
Someone take me to a doctor, then take me to a church. Someone take me to a doctor, just take away this curse. Someone take me to a doctor. Someone take me to the hearse.